Hello and welcome to the TLC Designs YouTube channel. My name is Lynn and today I am actually crafting with a digital stamp set. So if you didn't already know, TLC Designs offers a wide selection of digital stamp sets, sentiments, and even pattern papers. And the beauty of crafting with Digis is that you can actually create a full scene like you see here and print it out, and you essentially have created a coloring page of sorts. And here I've designed this to be the front of a USA 2 size card panel. So it's designed to fit onto a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch folded card. And I used my laser printer to print it out so that it minimizes the chances of the lines blurring or bleeding as I apply my alcohol markers to it. And it makes for a really quick, fun, easy project that you can not only apply to card making as I'm doing here, but you could even print out several different scenes and almost make your own little coloring book, which would be a fantastic gift idea too. And the wonderful thing about using Digis is that you can compose your scene however you like, but it's also really easy to audition placement for your items, because it's so easy to move the digital images around on your in your scene. And if you're like me and you tend to need to see it before you can really form an opinion, this can be really beneficial and a little bit harder to do with a physical stamp set, especially if you want to create a completely flat card, which is also another benefit of working with Digis, because instead of having a lot of die cut elements that you would stack and layer onto one another, you can do all of your layering and masking in a photo editing software and print out a completely flat card. And in fact, if I wasn't using alcohol markers to color, I could have printed this so that I could cut my card base directly from this sheet of paper here. But because I am using alcohol markers, with the nature of alcohol markers being what it is, there will be bleeding of the color through to the back. So I knew going in that I would trim this panel down and then glue it on top of a folded card base. But you could definitely design your cards so that there's basically room to the left of your design so that you could cut down your panel and have a truly flat card. If you want to actually see how I work with the digital stamps in my photo editing software, you can feel free to pop on over to my channel, which is LV Handcrafted, and I've left that portion of this process in the beginning portion of my video. So when you're done watching this video, you can just catch the first portion of my video, and that way you can get a sense for how I composed this panel here and how I layered and masked the different objects, which I find easier to do in software than when I do masking, where I stamp and then mask using some masking paper and then stamp the additional objects that go behind that initial impression. And so for me, sometimes working with digitals can be a little bit easier in that way. With my alcohol marker coloring, you can see you may notice I'm using a lot of different shaped barrel markers, and that's because I own alcohol markers from a variety of different brands. I use Ohuhu markers, which are probably my most affordable set. They were the first alcohol markers that I got as a entry into alcohol marker coloring, and I think they're fantastic. They're actually my favorite ones to craft with or color with. I have Copic, a small but growing collection of Copic markers, which I love. Kind of spendy, but worth it. And I also have the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend brush markers, which are really convenient because they have 3 colors in a single barrel. And so you have some options for blending right on that barrel. And it can make coloring a lot faster because you don't have to go looking for colors if you want to try to achieve that appearance of some shadows and some highlights. My final touch on this card is going to be adding a little bit of a background. So this is going to sort of be suggestive of maybe the wall in this indoor setting, and I don't have that many colors in pan pastels. I wanted a nice tan cream kind of color, so I've blended some green with some red and a lot of white to just get a very subtle backdrop color. That way the background doesn't look so stark white, and it helps to complete the scene. And I did trim down my panel initially to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but then I trimmed it down further so that I have a really nice black border all the way around. And that helps to just frame the scene, which I think turned out really well and was a lot of fun to color up. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and share this video, and we would love for you to subscribe to the TLC Designs YouTube channel and ring that notification bell so that whenever we post new videos to this channel, you'll get a notification. Thanks so much. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.